want to tell people, like, it's okay to talk about it, you know? This is me, like, reaching out to everybody who feels the same way. I have bipolar disorder. I kind of have a problem talking about it to people sometimes because I'm afraid of judgment.
My name is David Olson. I have moderate social anxiety and light to moderate depression, both of which kind of feed into each other. But other than that, like I wouldn't say it's super severe, but it's definitely been something that's fairly significant in my life.
My name is Daniel Lupo. I suffer from some anxiety.
Just really unstable. Really unstable. And that's like basically how I feel a lot of the time.
I would say my bigger issue is definitely social anxiety at this point in my life. There are times where, I want to be able to have the freedom to interact with people without really feeling inhibited.
I would feel like a little shock in my chest every now and then. It would an extra beat or an extra slow beat, but it happened like once a week, so I didn't really think too much about it.
You feel kind of confined and not confident, not able to speak up. Like, those are things that I've dealt with.
It's really hard to talk about it with people. Just like the initial moment when I go to talk to someone about it, I get like, not even butterflies, it's like knots in my stomach.
What do you think is the biggest reason why people don't talk about or don't like speak up about stuff like this? Why they don't like go to somebody professional on campus?
Because they're scared of what the school is going to think of them.
I wouldn't necessarily say in Adventism it's all about being perfect. I think it's more about we can't necessarily present a bad image.
That stress can shut you down pretty fast, and some people don't understand it. And it's the worst thing about anything psychological is if you don't have it, you cannot understand it.
I think people are afraid of being vulnerable. And I'm definitely the same way. As humans, we like to have a connection with other people and feel like we're a part of a group or whatever that understands what's happening. Even if, it's not exactly what you're going through. Having other people that can at least somewhat relate and kind of feel empathetic and take your issues and understand them as if they would understand their own issues, that's huge.
My boss, Sue Hewitt, at the TLC, she talks to a lot of students, and she's so compassionate with them. And even though it's not her job to be a counselor necessarily, it's not in her job description, she takes a lot of time out of her day.
My name is Sue Hewitt, and I'm the Assistant Director of the TLC, and also I do all the disability support services for students on campus. Anxiety disorders, anything that impacts their ability to access services on campus, I make sure that they get those accommodations that they might need. I don't do treatment out of this office. I refer to counseling and testing for that, refer them to campus health and wellness, but I work in conjunction with them. I think I'm seeing more students. I've been in this position for a little over 20 years now, and I think I'm definitely seeing more students. I think, one, because we recognize it more as a society, but also because I think there's a bit more openness about talking about it. As human beings, we want to be able to solve our own struggles. We want to be able to solve those conflicts and those challenges that are in front of us. And it's really hard to stop and say, this isn't working for me by myself. And so I need to find somebody else to help me. If a person's depressed, it's just really hard for them to get out of bed, to get to class, and then to make other appointments. It just feels really overwhelming. But the resources are here. There's people that really care, that really want to help. People like at Campus Health and Wellness. Even professors are more aware and refer students sooner. The deans and residence directors are certainly aware. So, I think there's those kinds of help.
Counseling and testing services are an available resource to students who are struggling with anxiety, depression, bipolar, or any form of mental illness on campus. Their office is located in Mesquite Hall, room 222, across from Campus Health and Wellness. Counselors are there to help with each and every individual's needs and do so at no cost. There is a variety of understanding with these struggles, making this resource super valuable to students. Campus Health and Wellness is the campus's multi-service medical office. Students are often referred here by SUE or counseling and testing services when medication options may be necessary.
There's people that really care, that really want to help, that really want to help them reach their academic goals, their life goals, get into a career in a field that they're passionate about. And, that's what we're here for. It doesn't cost anything. They just need to come.
I went to, I told my parents, I want to go see a doctor. I'm so tired of, I don't know what's happening to me. I just want to go to sleep. Even sleeping medicine wasn't putting me to sleep, and I was like, I just want to go to a doctor. And then, so we made an appointment.
I got my heart tested via ultrasound and an EKG. And right off the bat, my doctor, he knew it was anxiety. He told me it was anxiety. And he told me it was pretty bad.
So we went in, and I told her what was going on, and within, the first minute and a half, she's like, okay, yeah, you have bipolar.
Sometimes I would feel sick. And I just felt really messed up all the time. And he told me it was just because the blood flow was just being disrupted.
So I see a therapist, and he's really beat the concept into me that if you need to confront these issues head on, it's okay that that these are issues for you, but if you want to do something about it, take steps to keep pushing yourself. So that's been helpful. Had a couple of people that have been pretty great for me over the past couple of years.
Getting a diagnosis it's hard, but at the same time it's really easy because then you finally figure out what the heck is going on.
As of now, I have to take once a day some atenolol, 25 milligram tablets, 1 or 2 a day.
I'm working on making a routine for myself and just doing things better, so where I don't stress myself out. I'm eliminating stress factors.
Most of what I'm dealing with now is anxiety related rather than depression related. Although there was a time in my life that that was much more pronounced.
Well, I'm a lot busier now than I was the quarter it started happening, but I think with this medication, it made it a lot easier for me to make that adjustment.
I think it has gotten a lot better, but I still need to, I need more.
I can function now, and I'm happy because of it.
Accept that you have things that may not be going great in your life, and then try to make the best of it. Try to be resilient.
I have this, and it's there. It's going to be there for the rest of my life,
Seek support, but Don't let yourself just give up.
You get experience by listening to other people, like what actually happens, and like maybe you could see it too.
I know that there are other people that have their own struggles throughout life. It's not something that, if I know that, this person struggles with depression or anxiety or bipolar, it's not something that, I think defines them.
You, as an individual, know yourself more or less better than most people do. And if you know you're struggling, or if you know you could be doing a lot better, and there is a way you can be doing a lot better, then you should take it up.